All right, I think we're getting set up here. What is going on, friends? It's Mike Collier with Midlife Fitness. If you don't already know who I am, I help midlife men and women lose weight, build muscle, improve energy, and develop healthy habits that lead to lifelong change. Looks like we should be good right now. Cool. Um, so thanks for joining me on your Thursday night. If you're here watching this live, give me a thumbs up, give me a hello, let me know that you're here. If you're watching this on the replay, glad to have you there too. Just hit replay in the comments so I know you watched it on the replay. I've got my profile up right now, so I can see like comments on this video. If you have questions, like feel free to throw them in the comments or DM me and I can answer them live right here. But if you have a question later, feel free to leave it in the comments. I'll answer it at that time. Or if you don't want to post your question in front of everybody and want to do it more in private, believe me, there's no such thing as a stupid question. If you have a question, other people are gonna have the same thing, believe it or not. So, but feel free to DM me. I'll answer it in private and try to help you out as much as I can. So here we are. Let's get going on this thing. All right, so we are in our third week of January, almost coming to our last week of January. And by this time, a lot of people have already fallen off their New Year's resolutions. A lot of New Year's resolutions, I think the numbers around 80 or 85% of New Year's resolutions revolve around some kind of health and fitness goal. And by this time, second, third week of January, people have already kind of fallen away. The gyms are starting to clear out. They're giving up on their goals and they're thinking, okay, this didn't work out for me this time. Maybe I'll try it again next year. But I want to help you guys avoid that. If that's what you're kind of starting to feel, and kind of explain some of the reasons why that happens. All right. And I deal with this all the time because I coach people through this and try to help them develop like lifelong habits. It's all about like fine tuning the little things and finding out what hasn't worked in the past and figuring out a new way to do it so that it actually does stick. Because it's not fun just repeating the same cycle over and over and over again, where you make a little progress, you fall off, you lose it all. Okay. And just keep going over and over. That's not any fun. So, hopefully, I'm providing some value to you guys. So maybe you're picking up a thing or two that you didn't know before, and something's going to click maybe, and it's going to work out for you. So, again, I like doing these again to give you guys some value. If there's something specifically that you have questions about, want me to talk about, or have more information on, feel free to reach out to me, let me know, and I'd be happy to talk about it on here. I'll probably do, and I've done it in the past, I haven't done it in a while, just like a live Q&A, just so people can kind of ask questions, and I can just answer off the top of my head. So I like doing stuff like that. Puts me on the spot, forces me to think and work, which is good. So, all right, let's get into this. I am going to share my screen. Let me get on the right screen, first of all. All right. Here we go. Okay. Change your mind to change your body. So, if any of you guys know me, you know that I'm a huge mindset person. Okay. So many people focus on what workouts to do, what exercises do, what food to eat, and they never work on those things that those mindset, those habit issues that got them to where they are in the first place. So, and I know that I've done it in the past, and I'm sure you guys have done it too, where you do a program, whatever it is. It's temporary. You have some success on it, and then as soon as you stop doing that program, you lose all your progress and you revert right back to what you were doing before. And that's because, again, you didn't address those mindset issues and identity issues. So that's what I want to talk about today. So the way that you think about, so what, and I think I put it in my post, like your health and fitness success doesn't start in the gym, it starts in your head. Okay. You've got to have your head in a good space so that you can actually like set yourself up for success in the gym. All right. The thing is that if you are not looking forward to going to the gym, you think of it as a chore, you think of this as something that you have to do versus something that you get to do, and you're dragging yourself there, how excited or how successful do you think you're going to be, right? So it's all about changing your mindset. Like I said, again, it's thinking of it in terms of just switching around a few words instead of something that I have to do, something that I get to do. All right. Um, that you have the opportunity to do that. But your mindset makes a huge difference. Okay. So again, is training, is eating well, making healthy choices, is that something you look forward to? You see it as a challenge, a skill you want to develop and get better at, or is it a necessary evil that you dread and you just want it to be over with? Okay, so you got to change your mindset. All right. So why are you stuck? So like I said at the beginning, so many people only focus on what workouts to do, what exercises to do, based on what they saw on YouTube or Instagram or Googled or whatever. They focus on what food to eat. Again, they'll get all kinds of information. But then they never address those mindset issues that got them to where they are in the first place. Why am I eating? Why am I, not able to control my portions? Why am I always going for a second helping, third helping? Why am I, cleaning out the pantry at 9 o'clock at night right before I go to bed, right? Those kinds of things. Those things need to be addressed. And if you don't address them, don't expect that they're just going to go away, right? It took you several years, sometimes decades to develop these habits. It's going to take a little bit to break those habits too. So don't expect that just because you've decided to make a New Year's resolution to get in better shape and have better health, that everything's just gonna snap together for you. Everything's gonna come together and it's gonna be perfect. It's not, okay? So you're kind of setting yourself up for failure when you think like that. Expect obstacles, expect roadblocks along the way. So, but that's the missing piece is the mindset and your self-identity, okay? Your body won't change until your mind changes first. So understanding self-identity. So, what is it? So self-identity is the way that you see yourself and what your role in the world is, right? So for example, like, do you see yourself as a person that has always struggled with their health and fitness, someone that's always struggled with their weight, oh, someone that is never successful at any diet that they do, any workout program that they do? Is that how you think of yourself? Okay. If that is the way you think about yourself and you identify as that kind of person, how successful do you think you're going to be when you start that next diet, when you start that next workout program, right? You're setting yourself up for failure even before you start. All right. So you've got to change your mindset around that. So, or do you see yourself as a healthy person or someone that is trying to improve their health, someone that's trying to eat better, someone that's trying to move more, someone that's trying to go to the gym, someone that's working on themselves and is capable of doing it, right? So it's just a mindset shift, but it makes a huge difference in the way that you're going to approach your program. Okay. And the way that your actions are going to align with the way that you define yourself. Okay. Are you that person that always struggles, or are you someone that can overcome obstacles and have some success? All right. So the power of belief. So what you believe about yourself, it shapes your habits, right? So if you believe to yourself that you're not athletic, then you're less likely to work out consistently. Okay. If you believe yourself to be a couch potato and that you're lazy, chances are you're going to tend to be more sedentary, right? Because that's the belief that you have about yourself. So to change, you have to rewrite your story. All right. Rewrite your story. You have control over that. So 3 steps to shift your identity. So first of all, like visualize your future self. Okay. Who do you want to become? Do you want to become the person that is making healthy food choices? Okay. Do you want to be the person that is doing resistance training 3 days a week and cardio 2 or 3 days a week? Okay. Do you want to be that parent or that grandparent that is active with their kids or their grandkids, that are out on the soccer field, that are out throwing the baseball, the football around, that are out, is the one that's going out on hikes or playing pickleball, whatever it is that the type of person that you want to be? Okay. Or do you want to be that person that is just sitting on the sidelines in a chair and unable to get up or move? Okay. And actually engage with their kids or their grandkids. Okay. So visualize what you want to be first and then align your habits with that vision of yourself. So take small, like daily actions that are going to reflect that new identity. So if you visualize yourself as someone that makes healthy food choices, start making healthy food choices. And it doesn't need to be 100% of the time. Okay. Me and the people that I work with, we go by the 80-20 rule. So 80% of your meals are going to be healthy food choices and 20% are going to be less than healthy food choices. Okay. So that 20% accounts for life. It accounts for date night. It accounts for birthday parties, anniversaries, like, whatever it is. But it's built into the program. It's not cheating. You're supposed to do it, and that is what leads to long-term success and consistency with your program. So, and then reinforce the new you. So visualize who you want to be, start aligning your habits with that vision, and then reinforce it. So celebrate those wins, speak to yourself as if you've already achieved success, okay, not as a person that is struggling. From trying to thriving. So again, like before, maybe the way that you framed your mind is I'm trying to lose weight, okay? When people say try, it means that they're going to do it when it's convenient. Okay. They're going to do it when it's the stars are aligned and their schedule is perfect and it's not too painful. Okay. That means try, because a lot of times you'll fool yourself into thinking, well, I gave it a shot, I tried, and it just didn't work out. Okay. The way you should think about it is I am someone who prioritizes my health, not I'm trying to be. I am this person. So when you say I am this person, now you're identifying with that vision of yourself, and you are more likely to make those healthy food choices because that's what that healthier version of yourself would do. They'd make healthy food choices. They wouldn't skip workouts. They would make sure to move at every opportunity that they can get. They're the ones that the version of yourself that takes the stairs versus the elevator or the escalator. All right. So the result of that is consistent habits lead to lasting changes, and that's what we're going for. Nobody wants a temporary quick fix. So some things that you can do to start today. So, and this might sound kind of corny, but actually write these things down. Like you write some like I am like affirmations, okay? Like I am someone who exercises daily. I am someone who makes healthy food choices, 5 days a week, whatever that is. But write it down, give it life. When you write it down, when you record it, when you tell someone about it, it makes it real. It brings it into the world and makes it more important for you. If you have these thoughts but don't ever tell anybody about it, if you decide to abandon that thing or it doesn't work out for you, you never told anybody. So you're not held accountable, you're not holding yourself accountable, and your chance of being successful are going to be a lot less. Okay. And then surround yourself with people that align with your goals, right? So it's a lot easier to be successful if you're surrounding yourself with other people that are also trying to improve their health and fitness, okay? Whether you're going walking with friends or you're joining a gym and doing group training, like whatever it is, but surround yourself with those like-minded people, and then you're going to be more likely to develop those good healthy habits, okay, versus hanging out with your buddies who all they do is drink beer, eat pizza, and watch football or play video games. Your chances of doing that are going to be a lot greater if that is the crowd that you're hanging out with. So you are your environment. All right. Let me check my Facebook, see if anybody's got any questions. Okay. And then track your progress. Okay. It's really, really motivating to see the progress that you're making, celebrating those wins, no matter how big or small they are. But really like reminding yourself of where you came from. So track your progress. So overcoming roadblocks. Again, anticipate obstacles, anticipate things coming up, anticipate life happening, like things not always being perfect. Um, and I get it. There's going to be like some of the roadblocks are going to be like fear of failure. Okay. Like, what if I can't do this? That's a normal fear, right? I was just talking to a client today about that, fearful that she wouldn't ever be able to get back to what she was before, right? And sometimes it's just that you just hearing it from somebody else, like a little reassuring, a little pep talk saying, you've done it once, you can do it again. Okay. I know you guys are capable. Okay. Being impatient. Okay. So why am I not thinking, why am I not seeing results yet? I ate one good meal. Why have I not lost 5 pounds? Okay. Or I did a workout. Why aren't my muscles showing? All right. It doesn't work that way. So it's consistent effort over time that's going to give you those results. All right. And most people aren't patient enough for that. And that's why a lot of people are not successful at this. So if you tell yourself ahead of time that this is going to be small, like incremental progress, but it is going to build over time, then you're kind of setting yourself up for the long game. And that's what you want. Okay. You don't want this drastic weight change because those typically don't last. The reason that happened in the first place is because you did something like drastic, whether you stopped eating or you started doing 5 hours of cardio a day or you started taking medication to help you. But you did something that you can't do consistently. So then as soon as you stop doing that thing, you're just gonna gain all your weight back and revert back to what you were before. So you want small, consistent changes that you can sustain over the long term. All right. So the key to success is, like I said, staying consistent and anticipating that there's going to be roadblocks. So when they do happen, you're not taken by surprise and totally thrown off course. So let's take the first steps together. So ask yourself, like, who do you want to become? Okay. And you can start today. You know, your future starts now. There's no reason to wait. Don't say I'm going to start on Monday. Every decision that you make, I always tell my clients this. So every decision, everything that you do, every decision that you make, ask yourself, is this something that's going to bring me closer to my goals or farther away? That can be a big decision. That can be as small as decision as the next bite of food that you put in your mouth. But ask yourself, is this bringing me closer or is it bringing me farther away? All right. All right. Hopefully you guys got something out of that. That was short and sweet, but hopefully you got some value out of that. If you liked this video and found it useful, like I started a YouTube channel a few weeks ago where this video and others like it kind of have a home. So check it out. Support me, giving me a like and subscribing. I'm uploading videos, usually like one a week or so. A lot like this. And if you're looking to push your limits, build your endurance, improve your overall fitness, or conquer your next Hyrox Spartan DECA race, obstacle course race, whatever you want to do, I'm teaching a group strength and endurance class at Gnarly Fit, which is one of the only Hyrox official affiliate gyms in Michigan. But come out there, and we've got everything to get you started on your way to being better at functional fitness, just overall better, moving better, stronger, leaner, looking and feeling better and feeling more confident. So come check us out there. We're there Monday through Friday from 6:30 to 7:30. It's a ton of fun. All right. And as always, if you have any questions, feel free to DM me, book a free phone call where I can answer any questions that you have, help you set your goals. But if you really want to make some serious progress towards your health and fitness goals, then have a certified personal trainer and nutrition coach guiding you and helping you along the way and holding you accountable, then take 2 minutes for yourself. Fill out the training application. I'll put all the links in the comments. And then I'll take a look at that and we'll start that conversation and see if you and I would be a good fit. So I'll stop sharing my screen. All right, cool. That is all I had. Thank you so much for joining me. Like I said, hopefully you guys got some value out of that. If you have questions, if you have something that you want me to talk about specifically, let me know. I'm here for you to help you along on your journey because it's easier if we all do it together. Other than that, guys, and girls, have a great Thursday. Have a great weekend and stay healthy, my friends.